The neighbor's horses. Hey, Ozzy. Hey, Ozzy. It's Arizona, and the little one over by the fence is Nona. Oh, you don't like your ears rubbed, huh? That's unusual. Most horses love getting their ears rubbed. Okay. Had no idea he was gonna go nuts on this thing today. Wow. Oops. I was wanting to be here for some of this at least. But there's your update. He's got the, the motor yanked out already. Holy cow. And this is like, what, 4 or 5 o'clock the next day? There's that wonky little timing chain setup he was talking about and the messed up guides, or tensioners rather. Plastic. That don't just figure. That one's all busted up. That one's kind of busted up. That one's not so bad. But yeah, that's rather weird. I'll never get it. Why do these stinking auto manufacturers do all this with plastic? Nothing plastic lasts. I don't care what kind of lube you use on it. Looks like a valves are smacking the, this is the side he said had the 0 compression on it for all intents and purposes. Right there you probably see why. There's probably 3 bent valves. And that's the rear timing chain setup. It's kind of screwy. There's his timing gears. 2 of them anyway. You know what, plastic stuff just busted. I don't know how much he did of that taking it out or what was already busted, because unfortunately I wasn't here to help. But he's got a nice big supply of parts on the bench here. Wow. Okay. Here's one of the heads. Take it from the way it's sitting. This is the driver's side. And none of these valves have any markings on them like they've been hitting the pistons. And one of them definitely has been. Because you see this side isn't like that at all. So I'd venture to say he's got 1 for sure, maybe 3 bent valves on that side, and that's why he wasn't getting any compression. Just call it a guess. Yeah, I don't see the other head around here anywhere. Oh, there it is. Well, that's the number 1. Well, the front one. And you can see that valve's not sitting like it's supposed to. I don't know if it's because it's mid-cycle or what the deal is on it. That one's got trash in it, so it's not seating properly. Maybe they're not bent. Maybe they're just full of trash. Who knows? Go talk to the man and find out. He's the one that's running this horse and pony show. Wow. Went totally nuts on it though. This I did not expect. Of course it may have been a lot easier than it looked too, I don't know. But yeah. So he made a comment about $600 for this. that little strip right there, the messed up wheel, and the little kiss damage in the back here up high, and the motor issue, of course, are the only thing really wrong with this. And I'd venture to say this thing probably got a lot of really good use. I filmed this with my flip yesterday, so it's probably gonna look a little bit different today. Aside from the fact that it's all greased up. Yep, let's go talk to the man and find out. So that was just broke off laying in the pan like that?
Yeah, it was this piece or somewhere goes somewhere like that. Or no, this way I guess.
What is it with auto manufacturers putting all this plastic inside a motor?
I have no idea. But anyway.
Because regardless of what you lube it up with, it's gonna break.
Yeah.
Quickly. That's just stupid.
Oh, wait a minute, was this one? Which one was it? Anyway. Let's just say that that's what fucked up looks like. And this one here wasn't so bad. None of this was messed up, but all of it back here was.
Oh, the timing and everything was jumped back there?
Well, it jumped time here, okay? But the guides and everything were completely wonked up. All the guides were broken back.
Well, that's a screwy way to put a motor together anyway.
No, that ain't the half of it. Check this out. Okay? There's a special tool I have to get to time this up because there's no timing marks.
Oh.
You gotta have a special tool. Check this out. Oh, this is the head that come off the side with the bent valves. It's kind of hard. You don't really see anything where they hit.
Well, I was thinking it was these that have the ring.
Well, I thought about that maybe.
That one's not seated properly. This one's got trash up under it, so I didn't really know which ones were the messed up ones.
Yeah,
and if there were any that were actually bent or not.
Yeah, it would have been the exhaust valve here. So yeah, so it's been smacking it for a good while because you know they rotate. But check this out. That's why you need the special tool to set the valves, set the timing on the chains. There's no keyway or pins or anything. The sprocket just bolts on there and screws on there good and tight. There's no pins, there's no nothing.
There's that German measurement again.
I reckon.
Good and tight.
But I mean, you think they would have a dowel? They got a hole here. You think they'd have a dowel pin or something, but they don't.
Well, is that where that spot on that cog lined up? Is that hole?
Originally, but I mean, it
That's
doesn't.
There's
no lock, nothing.
Wow.
It's bizarre, man.
So what's that tool gonna cost? And can you MacGyver it?
Well, the tool, the kit I can order it online for like 165 bucks.
Oop, there went the profit.
So, well, yeah, I mean, I'm 500 in, it's gonna be 500 labor for the whole job. So,
that is just the crappiest motor, I swear.
238 or whatever went to that. And then, you know, another 165 I'll have to buy the tool because I don't know anybody that would rent me the tool.
I don't suppose Advance would have it. Wow. That's probably something you'd have to go straight to Ford for.
Well, OTC makes the kit, makes the tool for it. So, but anyway, the kit comes with if you look back here, there's a groove here. All right, the kit bolts, it has a plate that bolts here that locks the cam into that, whatever position it is. And you get the same thing for the other head. And then there's another one that grabs the, you put the balancer on, and it grabs the teeth on the balancer. You know, it's got things that fit in there.
That's a messed
That
up looking
lock
harmonic
down.
balancer too.
Well, that's the trigger. That's for the crank sensor.
Position sensor.
And it locks the crank. And then I guess all you do is just tighten all the damn sprockets up.
That's still a crap way to build a motor, I'm sorry. Like I said in my comments on the video, it's uploading right now, by the way. It took most of the morning to edit that down
I
to,
figured. You had to go with that one with a machete, didn't you?
oh God, yeah, to the point where it almost doesn't make sense in parts.
But
This one won't be so bad, it's only 5
do you
minutes.
have, you got one of your thumb drives with you?
I don't, why?
Okay.
Oh, for the pictures?
Well, I can email you the picture.
I can just rip them off your page.
Oh, well, okay. Because I got, I haven't loaded them up to the page yet, but I got pictures of various stages of the process.
Yeah, I come over and figured I'd see it kind of broke down, maybe the top end gone off of it, but not all that. That was a little on the surprising side.
Oh no, man, I'm used to, you know, when I get into it, you know, time is money on a job like this. So I had it ready to, I had everything done on the top end last night to come out, and then this
Oh, that's
morning,
right, you came back out here last night to work on it.
I had, then this morning I came out and undid everything from underneath.
I wasn't thinking about that because I went straight home and went to editing.
But,
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is a 4-wheel drive too, man. That makes it a double bitch.
Yeah?
If this was a 2-wheel drive, I'd have had it out of here in about 30 minutes.
Yeah, because it didn't take me that long to put ashes in there. The hardest part with it was putting it back together because I didn't have all the bolts and had to keep stopping to run to the junkyard to find the bolts for it.
Find bolts, yeah. Yeah, see, it doesn't look like anything hit on this side.
Well, that's why you were getting good compression on that side.
Well, no, I only had like 30 pounds of compression.
Oh, should have been like 60.
I had 30 pounds on this side, and then I had, for all intents and purposes, nothing on that side. But
Well, gee, I wonder why.
yeah,
That's a pretty deep nick right there.
that slammed there real good.
About the thickness of a, what?
Well, for
ankle?
anybody who's interested, and I've read this on the forums, there's Ranger forums, there's Ford Explorer forums, there's a whole bunch of them out there. When I was doing research before I went into this project, and nobody seems to know if the 4-liter Ford is an interference run engine. Well, Ray Charles can tell you it's definitely interference run. So, if somebody wants to sell you a Ford Ranger with a 4-liter single overhead cam, and you hear any kind of chain noise, you know, run the other way, because the chain noise is telling you that it's getting bad.
The guides are breaking or broken.
Yeah, and
Everything's slapping around.
yeah, and Ford had a recall on it, but all they did was they changed the design on a couple of the guides, and they replaced they put it, oh shit, oh, bless America. Hey, come on, little fucker. They installed a different tensioner, but
That's the tensioner.
yeah, it pushes against, it goes in the head, and let's see, I forget which
for the
way it
chain.
goes. I think it's one of these, yeah. It screws into the head and uses oil pressure. Woo, slick oil.
Too bad it didn't help the motor stay together.
Yeah, really. Of course, these I'm not worried about. All these come new in the kit.
It's like I said in my video yesterday, I put a little splash screen up there that said, the more I see, the more I learn about Fords, the more I love my Chevys.
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't see no crazy screwy mess like that on a Chevrolet.
Well, you know.
Well, maybe on one of those little Doc 4s or the
Oh, quad 4?
Quad
Yeah.
4, yeah. That comes in the,
Well, that was Oldsmobile. That wasn't, it wasn't Chevy.
well, still it's GM.
But,
Somebody lost their
well,
mind there
it's
too.
the thing. You start to get the kind of power and torque out of an engine, you know, a 4-liter V6, you know, that this engine makes. You have to go to overhead cam, you know, big valves, big ports, all that kind of stuff. You're just not going to get it with a push rod motor.
Well,
And, you know, it's
so for this one, being that it's got these deep gouges in it, aren't you gonna have to tear it apart and replace the pistons too, or will they run like that?
yeah, no. As long as
I
it didn't-
figured with it, I mean, that's about the size, the depth of it.
there's plenty of meat there. I'll bring it up and buff the top of the piston off, but as long as it didn't crack the piston, it's all right.
See, that one's not so bad. That's about the thickness of a penny. That one's just barely even there, but
Yeah.
that one's gouged pretty deep. That one smacked the crap out of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the moment it quit running too. It probably
Yeah.
smacked it a couple times.
Yep.
Wow. Well, so you're putting your outside engine stand to good use inside now.
Yeah. Yeah, it used to look good at one time, but yeah, but see now this at least will stay looking nice now because it'll be inside all the time.
Yep. And when you're not using it, you can just fold her up and put her away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that be it.
Since you're going so quick and fast with all this, of course now you're probably at a standstill.
I want to get it out of here before we leave for Christmas. So,
So you're not doing this over Christmas break.
well, and then I'll also have the money too. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. I don't want this job sitting here for 2 months. I figure the heads will be off at the machine shop for a week, maybe 2, and then I'll go back together with it, get it done, and get it out of here, and get my money and be done with it.
I hope they can rework that one quick enough. But I don't think any of it, I mean, worst case
It's been
scenario.
out, but it's and the engines,
It's a weird looking timing chain too.
well, you got a balance shaft on this one too. 4-wheel drives.
Oh,
Later years had to have a balance shaft in them so they don't vibrate as bad. I mean, 4-liter, that's big for a V6.
yeah.
So,
Well, my daughter's truck and the Astro van had the 4.3.
4.3, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, those things will pull just about as much as a 350.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the same thing as a 350, just missing the other two cylinders.
Yep. So you can see how it'll, there's enough slack there where it can manage to jump time.
Of course, that's the slack side of it, but even that side's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be loose because of the guides broken and everything.
Well, it's supposed to
And
have
stretched.
it's supposed to have a tensioner, the thing pushing against it.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to think of how the hell this damn thing was in here. Can't remember how it was in there, but anyway, it's supposed to
That makes sense.
take it up like that. But
Yeah. Well, I'll keep checking back with you throughout the week. Of course, like I said, I know you gotta wait on that tool, so.
well, I'll have to get the tool, and then I'll have to. Well, I mean, there's not going to be any point in doing anything until I get the heads back from the machine shop. But I'll clean the block up, and I got to pull the pan. Pan's probably full of plastic.
Yeah,
Clean the oil pump thing
and a
up.
lot of different metal.
So, but, yeah.
Keep y'all up to date later as he works along with it. Thanks for watching.